Imagine a teenage girl left in a stranger's care, only for it to become a nightmare of unimaginable cruelty. This is the shocking true story of Sylvia Likens' torture and murder in 1965 Indianapolis. Join us as we unravel Sylvia's innocent life, the escalating horrors she endured, the chilling murder, and the pursuit of justice. It's a tale of silence and evil that still haunts us today. Let's uncover the truth. Sylvia Marie Likens was born on January 3, 1949, in Lebanon, Indiana, as the third child in a family of 5. Her parents, Lester and Betty, were carnival workers, leading a hardship-filled life across the Midwest. Amid constant moves and her parents' turbulent marriage with separations and a divorce filing, Sylvia shone as a kind, confident teen. She adored roller skating, the Beatles, and fiercely protected her polio-stricken sister, Jenny. In July 1965, Lester and Betty hit the carnival circuit again, leaving Sylvia and Jenny in Indianapolis. Through someone, they arranged boarding with Gertrude Baniszewski for $20 a week, trusting she'd care for them like family. Gertrude, 36 and divorced, was a struggling mother of 7. Paula at 17, Stephanie 15, John Jr. 12, Marie 11, Shirley 10, James 8, and baby Dennis. At first, life at 3850 East New York Street seemed ordinary. Sylvia and Jenny attended Arsenal Technical High School, joined Sunday school with Gertrude's kids, helped with chores, and even babysat the younger ones. But the facade cracked when the second payment arrived late. Gertrude erupted in fury, paddling both sisters, buttocks with a thick wooden paddle while ranting about reliability, the spark that ignited a descent into terror. By mid-August, the abuse zeroed in on Sylvia. Perhaps fueled by jealousy of her youth and beauty, Gertrude spread vicious rumors, labeling her promiscuous and a thief, forcing her to eat spoiled food or go hungry. The violence intensified. Gertrude kicked Sylvia in the genitals after she mentioned a past boyfriend. Paula, Gertrude's eldest, joined in with brutal fist beatings. Neighborhood kids were drawn into the cruelty. Stephanie's 15-year-old boyfriend, Coy Hubbard, practiced judo flips on Sylvia, slamming her against walls. Sylvia's body became a canvas of pain. Over 100 cigarette burns seared her skin, while belts whipped her relentlessly. She was forced to strip naked in front of the family, stripping away her dignity too. The degradations grew unimaginable. Gertrude made Sylvia insert a glass Pepsi bottle into her vagina as twisted proof of promiscuity. All while the family watched and laughed, a scene of pure, collective sadism. After Sylvia allegedly stole a gym suit, though she claimed she found it, Gertrude yanked her from school, deepening her isolation. Beatings led to incontinence, inviting even harsher punishments. Denied bathroom access, Sylvia was smeared with her own feces. Scalding baths followed, with salt ground into open wounds. Even Jenny was coerced into hitting her sister, under threats of the same fate. The sisters were terrorized into silence. Tell anyone, and you'll die or end up in detention. Neighbors heard the screams but dismissed them as kids playing. How could such horror unfold unnoticed? By October, Sylvia was banished to the cold, dirt-floored basement, without a bed or toilet. Starved and hosed with icy water, her suffering reached new depths of isolation and despair. The next day brought barbarity. Gertrude and Hobbs used a heated sewing needle to carve "I'm a prostitute and proud of" IT into Sylvia's abdomen, while Hobbs burned an X on her chest with a hot poker. In excruciating agony, Sylvia confided in Jenny, "I'm going to die. I can tell it," a heartbreaking whisper that foretold the end, yet no rescue came in time. Gertrude forced Sylvia to pen a false letter blaming her injuries on a gang of boys, plotting to abandon her in nearby woods to die, a cold scheme to cover the tracks of torment. On October 25th, a desperate Sylvia tried to flee, but was caught and savagely beaten unconscious with a curtain rod by Gertrude and Hubbard, sealing her tragic fate. October 26th dawned grim. Emaciated under 90 pounds and delirious, Sylvia couldn't swallow offered toast. Stephanie attempted to bathe her upstairs, but the end was near. Around noon, Sylvia's breathing halted. Gertrude, in denial, stomped on her head, screaming she was faking, until the horrifying reality of death set in. Panicking, Gertrude summoned Hobbs to help stage the body. At 6:30 p.m., she called police, claiming Sylvia had returned injured from a street fight and collapsed despite aid. Officers arrived to a gruesome sight. Sylvia's body riddled with over 150 wounds, bruises, burns, bite marks, peeled skin, and severe genital trauma. The autopsy revealed a subdural hematoma from head blows, combined with shock, malnutrition, and hypothermia. It was homicide, a testament to months of unrelenting suffering. Terrified but courageous, Jenny whispered to an officer, "Get me out of here, and I'll tell you everything." Her account shattered the facade, exposing the full nightmare. That very night, arrests swept in. Gertrude, Paula, Stephanie, John Jr., Coy Hubbard, and Ricky Hobbs, all charged with murder in a swift crackdown. 5 other neighborhood teens were briefly detained as witnesses but released. Gertrude tried blaming the children, but mounting evidence painted a different damning picture. Investigators labeled the home a torture chamber, with carved words on Sylvia's body and witness, statements unveiling the orchestrated campaign of abuse. Deputy Prosecutor Leroy New declared it the most diabolical case to ever come before a court or jury, sending shockwaves rippling through Indianapolis and beyond. The trial commenced on April 18, 1966, with all defendants tried together despite objections. Prosecutors pushed for the death penalty in this high-stakes courtroom drama. Jenny took the stand, bravely recounting the abuse timeline. Medical experts described Sylvia's unimaginable agony, eliciting gasps from the stunned courtroom audience. Gertrude claimed insanity from medication and shifted blame to others. Hobbs confessed to the branding, as defenses unraveled under scrutiny. But would justice prevail?